Him back on track.
Arnold had a really good fourth quarter. Missouri shows pressure, and Cobb knifes his way through for two. Remember, Auburn has struggled in the kicking game. Alex McPherson has missed from both 40 and 38 yards. And that obviously is in the forefront of Hugh Freeze's mind when it comes to play calling here in overtime. Arnold, pressure, taken down. Zion Young, as soon as Missouri won the coin toss, he said, let's go. You know what time it is. And Young's got his second sack of the night.
Boy, making his presence felt. Off the right side for Jackson Arnold, working on Mason Murphy. Great job initially striking and then shedding the hands of Murphy and pushing Auburn probably out of field goal range right now.
Without a doubt. That's the career long for McPherson, but he's not at his career best right now due to health issues. Arnold off his back foot sends it to the hedges. Josiah Trotter was in his lap, and that leaves 4th and 17, and they will trot out Alex McPherson. He's been battling health issues. Last year he was limited, fighting Crohn's disease. He had his large intestine removed. This is a guy who a couple of years ago set the school record for consecutive made field goals. And now they'll ask him to sudden some strength for a 50-yard attempt. Missed it right, left it short, and an empty overtime possession for Auburn.
Wow, a critical sack. Pushed them back even further, and you could tell McPherson put everything he had into that one. Again, not 100%, and just leaves this one short and right.
That was a tough ask.
Really was. They were maybe in better field goal position before Zion Young backed him up. And now this Auburn defense, who has played really well for most of the night, has the biggest task so far.
Bo Prabula boots it to the right. And nobody there, just totally overthrew the only receiver on that side.
And this is where Bo Prabula, actually Kirby Moore, has got to get in the helmet and say, hey, throwing it out of bounds is the best thing that could happen right now. You are in field goal range. You cannot turn the football over. You cannot take a sack. A field goal wins this one. You're at the 25-yard line. You almost feel like a couple runs here would be a really safe decision.
You got Ahmad Hardy in the backfield. 40 is a career long for Robert Meyer. It'd be 42 from here. Hardy trying to make that a little bit easier, and it's inside the 20. He's saying you just run it again at risk.
If I'm Kirby Moore, I'm handing the ball to 29 one more time and saying a chip shot field goal gets us out of here with the win.
Blake Craig started the season as Missouri's kicker. He was great last year, but tore his ACL in week 1. Now 3rd and 4. Prabula looking to throw, trying to avoid a sack, and just got back to the line. And now it's up to special teams.
That was a good, quick decision by Bo Prabula. Knowing you're in field goal range, got that in your back pocket. The last thing you could do there is force it, risk a turnover, and here's the ball game.
4th and 5. Robert Meyer, the freshman from Colfax, California, is on for a 38-yard attempt. He hasn't missed from inside 40 this, well, 8 of 9 from inside the 40 this season, and Hugh Freeze will take a timeout.
Timeout Auburn. That is their first and only timeout of the extra period.
What a pivot point for both programs. Missouri's trying to bounce back from its first loss of the season, stay in the playoff conversation with one loss in the year with an upcoming trip to surging Vanderbilt, which may be a top 10 team by the time the Tigers get to Vandy next weekend. And Auburn is just looking to survive, send it to another overtime, and try to find some confidence in this program.
Auburn lined up with a big overload to the right side of the kicker.
Connor Wesselman is the holder. Brett LeBlanc is the snapper. And over the upright and wide. No good.
How do you not love college football?
SEC Network, your home for SEC volleyball.
The party continues here at Jordan-Hare. They thought it was probably going to be over, but Alec McPherson left his field goal attempt from 50 short. That was a long shot to begin with, and they're throwing their shakers to the ground in the stands. They thought it was over. Eli Drinkwitz thought it was over. Drinkwitz perspective, this one went over the upright but inside, but that one made it obvious it was wide left. And so Missouri will have the ball to start overtime period number 2. Bo Pribula at quarterback for the Tigers. To throw on first down. And a crossing route, Marquise Johnson hauls it in. Jay Crawford all over him. Very little gain, if any.
Boy, Jay Crawford with the big interception. The end of regulation. Great job there on a mesh concept that Mizzou hit for a good gain earlier in the fourth quarter. That time, Crawford all over it.
Pribula goes to the slant. Marquise Johnson has it stripped. Jay Crawford. Yeah. Cole, this Auburn secondary is picking up confidence with every stop.
Absolutely. Playing aggressive as well. We've seen DJ Durkin put them in man coverage, had them on an island multiple times in big pressure spots in the second half, and they've come through.
This is where DJ Durkin has dialed up cover 0 pressure, forcing the issue with Bo Pribula.
Here it is again, both edges.
Yep.
Going to try to get it to slide one way or the other, park the C's in the middle, and get to the quarterback.
And Mizzou's going to think about this one.
Timeout, Missouri. Or first and only of the extra period.
They're looking at a 3rd and 10 in the second overtime. And Eli Drinkwitz thought that field goal was good. It's not, so we play on. I don't think you can overstate what's on the line for both of these programs. Missouri still has a chance at a playoff. They go to Vanderbilt next week, the surprising Vanderbilt team. And Auburn's just looking to find some air because they've been drowning the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and this defense continues to impress for Auburn. They've been all over Bo Pribula all night. Offense woke up at times. The biggest play of the game right here, 3rd down. DJ Durkin is going to dial up pressure. Can Pribula have a quick answer to get it out of his hands? Because they are in field goal range. Once again, you at least got to walk out of this overtime for Missouri with the field goal.
19th consecutive sellout here at Jordan-Hare. Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers, Coach Kubelik. What a thriller tonight. If Missouri has an answer. They've stacked the line. Here they come. Pribula, deep drop. Lob, caught! First down, Kevin Coleman Jr.
What a great job by Bo Pribula, just drifting. Backing up, gaining ground. He knows he's going to get a lot of pressure from this side, so he's going to drift a little bit to his left. Jamal Roberts gets enough of the blitzing linebacker and a great throw over the middle under pressure.
They went backwards when they had a chance at the end of regulation. They got to the 30. Pribula will run left and try to cut back. Bobby Jamison Travis finally makes a stop. Remember, Auburn has had issues with its kicking game. Their kicker is not 100% healthy or strong. They will not be in field goal range when their possession starts when they get it back here in overtime number 2. On second down, Ahmad Hardy. Jamal Roberts pierces his way through. He picks up a first down, and the Tigers will have it 1st and goal inside the 2.
Maybe fortunate for the Auburn defense, they got a run play there. There was some confusion, Jordan, with coverage on the near side of that stacked formation that Missouri had lined up.
Yeah, only one guy over there. Jay Crawford over 2 receivers.
Timeout on the field for player injury.
It's Bobby Jamison Travis. Quintrall is his given first name. When he was at junior college at Iowa Western, nobody could pronounce it, so the defensive back said, you know what, we're just going to call you Bobby from now on. He loved it. He's always got a smile on his face, and now Cole, the guy that you said never gets enough love, is being tended to by the training staff. They're looking at his left knee.
Now, you hate to see it. He's been such a valuable piece. DJ Durkin lit up when we said that too, because he said we actually celebrate those things that you're talking about that you don't see in the box score, don't see in the stat book, and he does a lot of them for us. He gets that celebration from the staff, and this specific situation is exactly where you'd want him on the field.
Senior from Minneapolis. And the former Minneapolis North Polar Bear is helped to his feet by this Auburn athletic training staff. That is a big loss in the middle of that defensive line, a defensive line that has been incredible throughout this game tonight.
And they made it really tough for Mizzou down here inside the 5, somewhere where one of the best rushing teams in the country. Missouri usually has a ton of success. To tie the game in the 4th quarter, it took Ahmad Hardy breaking a couple tackles, reaching out the ball at the goal line.
They got Roberts in there now. Hardy is nowhere to be found. Here's Roberts, left side, great penetration, and has nowhere to go. Chris Murray, first man through. Robert Woodyard Jr. is the second. Here's Hardy next to Curtis Looper, the running backs coach, and he's strapped up and waiting.
Yeah, maybe a little bust. Nobody is going to block number 3 right here. Chris Murray. Tight end releases to the outside. You got to block that guy.
You had that H-back too, Jordan. Wonder if that insert was in the wrong gap.
I think he was.
Still no Hardy. Cook, Pribula takes it straight ahead and gets into the end zone. Bo Pribula following the block, and he's looking to lead Missouri to a comeback 4th quarter win against Auburn, just like his predecessor Brandon Cook did last year. Missouri takes the lead in overtime number 2. Cole, you used the word deflated earlier this game about the Auburn sideline. This entire stadium feels deflated now.
That was a bit of a gut punch, but they did get some energy back here on this last drive.
Go for Dose, brought to you by Dos Equis. Daniel Blood in motion. Pribula rolls right into the end zone, knocked away. And Sylvester Smith had the coverage. Have to go for 2 in the second overtime, so Auburn would have to do the same should the Tigers find the end zone.
Yeah, now the pressure back on this Auburn offense. Jackson Arnold, Hugh Freeze. Remember, the storyline coming into this game was the short leash on Jackson Arnold. has struggled the last 3 games in their losses, especially in the second half, closing games out or getting them back into games. Now the biggest opportunity to prove to his coach, Hugh Freeze, that he's the guy that can get it done and help turn this season around. It'll take a touchdown and the conversion to win this one here in the second OT, or we go to shootout style 2-point conversions in the third OT.
Second half, 9 of 14 for 127. Missouri sends pressure, and they get it on the shovel pass. Singleton swallowed up by Zion Young, who's got his second tackle for loss in the extra periods.
Boy, I just feel like you have to give Cam Coleman an opportunity downfield in one-on-one coverage if you get it.
I don't think we've seen that play all night.
They're going to put Marvin Burks over there, though, Jordan, make it difficult.
Yeah. Burks, number 1 in white for Mizzou. Arnold gets rid of it clean and finds his tight end, Preston Howard. Third down coming up.
Yeah, they were looking in Coleman's direction, had a safety over the top to help. Great job by Jackson Arnold and navigating the pocket, getting the ball out of his hands to set up a more manageable third down. Hugh Freeze confident with his call, getting to the line of scrimmage quick.
And now the check. Third and 6, don't need all of it here. Cobb has nowhere to go, thrown down by Chris McClellan. And now the season on the line for Auburn, riding a 3-game losing streak. And 4th and 8 to try and stay alive. Cam Coleman, top of the formation in the backfield. Here he comes in motion. Arnold taken down, gets rid of it to his offensive lineman, and that's how it will end. There's a flag for the illegal touching, but that won't matter unless it's a personal foul against Missouri. The officials motioning that Arnold was down when that ball came out, and that, if that's the case, they'll pick it up.
Illegal touching. Offense, number 77. A penalty's declined. Game is over.
Missouri in double overtime sends Auburn to an 0-4 start in SEC play. And Eli Drinkwitz will head to Nashville next week with a battle with one-loss Vanderbilt. He's standing by with Cole.
Coach, I don't know how gritty people thought your team was or what you thought the mental makeup of your team was, but they had to prove a lot tonight.
Yeah, we came in here with a mindset of something to prove, and that's what that group just did tonight. Thank the Lord. Appreciate his grace and mercy on us tonight. But that heart of that football team's unbelievable. So proud of them to come back, to find a way to tie it up, to have that stuff happen at the end of the game, to miss the kick and find a way to win. Gutsy, gutsy.
Quarterback Bo Prabula found a way to make a couple plays too, moving around, a couple big throws.
Whole team, man. Our defense played their butt off. You see Zion Young?
Wow, I heard him before overtime too. So
unblockable, man. What a great night. MIZ.
Thanks, Coach.
Hugh Freeze has lost 4 in a row now, and they've all been heartbreakers. This one coming in double overtime, and Jackson Arnold once again met up with Missouri's defensive line. This was after Bo Prabula took the game into his own hands by finding the end zone to put Missouri ahead in OT, then the second OT.
And then Damon Wilson working on a reserve offensive tackle, the transfer from Georgia, bringing down Jackson Arnold in the biggest moment